Hi everyone, we're looking at an example again. This is for a rebate edge concrete slab and this is for the reinforcement. So we'll just go through the steps. This has been discussed in class. We don't need to use the into-over method here because the steel goes from corner to corner. It's tied on the corner and it overlaps. So just to start with, we've got to label our footing again. We start at the top and go clockwise around, A, B, C, Ds. And then we put our lengths in, the plan lengths in. There we go. Now we then, on these internal corners, we've got 5.4 from corner to corner. Now we've got to go plus the 450 mil. We can see that, and that's the same on C and D. So we go plus our 450, and then we just put our totals over here in this column. And we get a total of 66.7 metres around of steel reinforcement that we need. Now, what we need to do, we divide that. The sheets come in 6 metre lengths, but we're dividing by 5.5 because that allows for a little bit of lap and a little bit of waste. We get 12.12 sheets. We can't get 0.12 of a sheet, so we round it up to 13. Okay, we only needed that one sheet there, we can see. Okay, so what we do now, our Zed bars. Now what a Zed bar is, and we've discussed this in class, here's a Zed bar here. Now that Zed bar goes across, goes up, and goes across, and that's where the Z comes from. So what we do there, the Zed bars are spaced at 800 millimeters centers, so we go 66.7 because that's our total length, divided by our 0.8 gives us 83.375. We round it up to 84, plus 1 for each side gives us 90. Then our bar chairs, with our bar chairs, we have we have them at 450 millimeter centers. So we've got to get the total length divided by the spacing, round up. So our total length is our 66.7 divided by our spacing, and then we came up to 148.2 and we rounded up to 149 plus 6 sides, gave us 155 bar chairs. Then we go for slab reinforcement. So if we look here, we've got 2 areas, area 1 and area 2. Okay, so area 1 is 11.64 by 12.56, gives us a total of 146.198 meters squared. Area 2 is 8.7 by 6.24. Okay, that gives us an area of 54.288 square meters. When we add them together, we've got a total area of 200.486 square meters. Now what happens, we have this rebate that goes around the outside of the slab. And what we do with that, we have to take 150 millimeters off that size. So what we do, we use the into-over method here, and we start with our A, B, C, Ds, and E, and F, and we take off, we put our plan size down again to start with, and then we take off 150 mil because there's the 150 mil rebate there. There we go. On our internal corners, there's no deduction. It's the same as when we do our concrete. Okay, so there's no deduction on internal corners. And then we get a total there of 11.49. They're our totals there for A, B, C, D, E, and F, and we get a total length using the into-over method of 65.2. What we have to do then, we then times it by 0.15 because that's the width there, and that gives us our area of 9.78 square meters. Okay, now what happens with that? We have, without any deductions, we had 200.486. and we have deductions of 9.78, so here it is here. We have the answer there, 190.706. And we're allowing for a lap and a little bit of waste. We're going to allow 1 sheet of steel, and the steel comes in 6 by 2.4 metre lengths. We're going to allow that it covers 12.7 square metres. Okay, so we're going to use this 190 by 706, and we're going to divide it by our 12.7. Gives us 15.016 sheets, so we're going to round it up to 16 sheets. Okay, now our bar chairs, we have bar chairs that keep the steel off the ground, and they're 6 per square metre. This is under the slab portion, so we have our total area of 190.706, and we times it by 6. Okay, and that gives us 1145 when we've rounded up. Then we have our membrane that goes under the concrete slab, and we're allowing that we get the 200 membrane in 40 by 4 metre rolls, and that's how much it covers, 160 square metres. So we have a total area of 200.486. We divide it by a 160 because that's how many square metres there are in a roll, and it gives us 1.2, so we're going to take it up to 2 rolls. Then we just gather these figures calculations that we've done, and we put them in the columns. The steels per sheet, the Zed bars are per bundle 25, the bar chairs are bags of 100, the slab reinforcement are per sheet, and our bar chairs are per 100, and our membrane is per roll. Okay, so good luck. I know that was a longer tape, but good luck with your calc. Good.